Hey everyone, it's Super here, and we're going to discuss an interesting topic today. It is, obviously from the title, lucid dreaming. Now, you may have heard of this, or you may not have heard of it. It's kind of a subject that's a hit or miss to people, but I guarantee at some point in your life, even some point in your life you've had right now, you've lucid dreamed in some extent. So you've already done it. You may not have known you've done it, but you have done it before. So you're probably wondering, what's lucid dreaming? Well, there's lots of online resources you can look at, and I'm by no means an expert at this. I'm still learning myself, but I do have experience with lucid dreaming, and I want to help out you guys. A good channel I can suggest that you watch is Jiz Edwards. I can put a link below about it. He has a very helpful channel, and it's taught me a lot, and really made my lucid dreaming more, more frequent. I used to do it every month, now I'm doing it multiple times in a week. So I'd have to say his advice really helped. I'll tell you what methods I use and which ones I find the easiest and what method I don't use and all that in other videos. But this video is just about the basics. Now, lucid dreaming is just when you're aware that you're dreaming when you're dreaming. You know you're asleep and you become aware of it, and it's like a smack to the face. You're like, whoa, I'm dreaming. And everything just, boom, you realize you're dreaming. And that's all lucid dreaming is. Now, a lot of people sort of argue this, and they go, well, I've become aware I was dreaming before, but I didn't take control of the dream, and I didn't fly or have any magical powers in it. That's technically not what a lucid dream is about. A lucid dream's just about you becoming aware you're asleep. If you've done that, you've lucid dreamed. Magic and flying and talking to people, that's also lucid dreaming, but not what makes a lucid dream a lucid dream. As long as you've been lucid, and you be lucid by aware in your sleep, you've lucid dreamed. Even if you did that and woke up a moment later, still you've lucid dreamed, and that's a pat on the back for you guys. It's a step in the right direction, and it means that you can do it. Anyone can lucid dream. Even if you haven't lucid dreamed at this point, I'm going to teach you guys how. Now, since this is a basic video, I'm not going to go into methods or anything. This is just a overview. Now, lucid dreams typically happen, and well, I think only happen, once again, not an expert. Lucid dreams happen in REM sleep, which is your rapid eye movement sleep. And obviously, it's been given this name because your eyes wiggle left and right, up and down, under your lids. As what the people believe is because when you're dreaming, your eyes obviously look around, and your eyes in real life mimic what you're doing in your dream. And people have tested this. This is how lucid dreaming's been tested as real. Scientists have tested it by people going into lucid dreams and giving signals with their eyes, like doing a certain pattern with their eyes to let the doctors and the scientists know that they're lucid dreaming. So REM sleep is when you do it, rapid eye movement. You have about 5 dreams a night, typically. 4, 5, 6, depending on how long you sleep. Your sleep cycles go in waves. And you'd think that rapid eye movement, or the dreaming state, would be in a really low wave when your brain's really slow and you're in a deep sleep. Actually, it's completely the opposite. Your rapid eye movement and dreaming time, when you can lucid dreams, is near the top of sleeping, not near the bottom down here, or wherever, over here. Yeah, it's up here when you actually lucid dream, not near the bottom of your little sleep cycle. Now, yes, everyone has about 5 dreams, and you're probably like, oh my god, no I don't. I don't dream at all. You always dream. Everyone dreams every single night. If you don't remember it, that doesn't mean you didn't dream. That's kind of like the whole, if a tree falls in the forest, does it make a sound? Well, some scientists say no, but I say yes, it still makes a sound even if you weren't around to hear it. There's a bug or something around to hear it, and when you dream, it's essentially the same thing. If you wake up and you don't remember your dream, does that mean the dream never happened? No, it just means you didn't remember it. You still had that dream. Now, the number of times you REM sleep is obviously dependent on how long you sleep. And the more sleep cycles you have, the more likely you are to become lucid, because the more dreams you have, the more vivid and clear, and the longer your REM sleep stage is. It starts off at a couple of minutes and can go up to about 10 minutes or more of just sleeping. At some point you will wake up, and REM dreams are timed. Like, lucid dreams are timed. You can't spend your life in a lucid dream. You can't escape to a lucid dream. I've had people wonder that, and you can't. At some point, you can extend lucid dreams to an extent, but at some point you're going to wake up. But in the last couple dreams you have, your REM sleep is now gone longer, and the other parts of sleep have gotten shorter. That's sort of what happens. It starts off where REM sleep's only a minute, and like I said, it keeps getting longer and longer. So the more sleep you have, the better your chance of lucid dreaming. Kind of a obvious one. Another thing you can do to kind of help you lucid dream, without going too much into the different methods at this point, is obviously, if you can't remember your dreams, there's no point even pursuing lucid dreams. My suggestion is get a dream journal. And you're probably thinking that's not really going to help if you can't remember them in the first place to write them down. Well, basically what you need to do... What the fuck? Don't know. Okay, sorry, phone. Okay. What's I saying? Okay, yes, dream journal. Now what you do to kind of get your recall better is before you go to sleep, you need to tell yourself you will remember your dream. Even if you don't believe you will. Like, well, you need to lie to yourself and say you will. Like, really ingrain it in your subconscious. Make it a mantra and just go, I will remember my dreams. I will remember my dreams. As you're falling asleep, really get that into your mind. And when you fall asleep, hopefully you will. It's been sort of proven. I mean, it does work. It works for me most of the time. I mean, I remember my dreams usually anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I know my brother barely remembered his dreams at all, and it's, some people don't have an easier time. But with the dream journal, you do that. And when you wake up in the morning, like, you shut off your alarm, don't move. Like, after your alarm shut off, just lay there. With your eyes closed, preferably. Because I find remembering dreams easier with your eyes closed. You can almost go back to the images and see them as you were when you were dreaming. It's not as clear, obviously, if you're not dreaming, but the memories are fresher if you close your eyes and you just lay there and you think. And after a moment of thinking and collecting what you can of the dream, when you get up in bed, take out your dream journal and write down anything you can remember. I mean, if you want to go into huge details with the dream journal, you can. I used to do that when I was in school. I used to sit in school, like my first block or bell or whatever in high school. I'd sit there and write down in huge detail because I was bored in class anyway. But now that I'm obviously a busy person with work and life, I don't have time to sit there and write like a story about every detail and how I felt in every action in my dream. I basically write down the important parts that I think are important to remember. Like, oh, I talked to this person, walked in here, this room looked like this, if I think it's important to describe the room. If I'm in a mall, I'm not going to describe every detail of the mall. How many stories it is, I mean, that's the detailing is up to you. Some people say be really detailed. I say be as detailed as you see necessary. You want to get dream signs in there, like what reoccurs in your dream, but you don't need to write down the freckles on the guy's face or his type of hair unless it's important, or what color the tiles were in the dream. That's completely unnecessary. But yeah, so dream journals are your friend. And hopefully, if you continue to do this, you can regain your dream recall. It's not an impossibility. Even if you don't have any dream recall now, if you put mind and effort to it, it will come. I didn't used to have that great a dream recall in like middle school, but then I got into lucid dreaming then, and I just kind of went, oh, dream recall, must talk to people, do things, and I've kind of been able to remember my dreams for the most part. I will say, when you wake up kind of helps remembering your dream. If you wake up in between REM sleep, you know those times you wake up and you're dead tired? That's in between REM sleep. Like, you woke up in the deeper parts of sleep, and your body hates you for it at that point. And when you wake up in those parts, at least for me, because remember, I'm not an expert, for me, I never remember my dreams in those times, because I may remember the dream from before, because obviously I haven't had a dream in the sleep cycle I was in, but it was probably like a half an hour before that, and the chances of me remembering it, unless I woke up in REM, is extremely rare. But every day when I wake up, because I get about 8 to 9 hours of sleep, I remember my dreams. Like today, I remember my dream. I remember my dream yesterday, and the day before that. It's, kind of like a weird thing. But, yes, so that's basically the kind of helping you recall dreams. Now, you're probably wondering, why should you lucid dream in the beginning? What's the point? And this is a question I get sometimes, and I'm kind of like, what do you mean, what's the point of lucid dreaming? I'm like, it kind of baffles me. People go, why? Why should I lucid dream? I don't see the point. I'll be like, huh? I mean, you know, basically there's two reasons why people lucid dream. One is because they want to do something they can't do in real life. Be it have sex with a movie star, fly, run through walls, teleport, levitate things, beat up their boss, beat up their neighbor, whatever, become a comedian, live out a dream they can't do, talk to a dead loved one. That's kind of, point number one. And a lot of people do it for that reason. And that's not really the reason why I do it, but it is a main reason. And if you were doing it for the magical aspect and the supernatural aspect, that's fine. The other reason is the spiritual aspect. And if you're an atheist, yeah, you're probably thinking, what's the point of that? Well, you don't have to do it for this if you don't want to. You can always just do it for the magical side. The spiritual side is completely unnecessary unless you want to do it. Now, you're probably wondering, what do you mean by spiritual side? I mean, well, you could talk to your higher self, which is, you can talk to your subconscious, sort of like your higher self. You can talk to guides. You can talk to, you can figure out problems that are relevant in your life. Like if you have a fear of spiders and you want to get over it, you can talk to your subconscious, i.e. the dream characters in your dream, and say, why am I so afraid of spiders, and what can I do to get over that? And they may straightforwardly tell you you're afraid of them because something happened when you're little, or because blah blah blah, and they say, well, maybe you should do this, or maybe they'll give you something in the dream to help you get over it. Dreaming can do a lot of things. So like for instance, when I dream, I mostly do it to kind of test the boundaries of lucid dreaming. I like to talk to dream characters a lot. That's basically all I ever do. At the moment I become lucid, I get excited and go, stop everything, I'm going to talk to dream characters. Now, that's just what I do. I do it because I want to talk to my guide, like a spirit guide. I mean, if you don't believe in that stuff, I mean, that's just what I do. Has they come in a dream? Rarely. I can say, I'll do a whole nother video about how rarely that happens, but I've had a couple times where I've gotten to come in a dream. It's pretty rare. But yeah, there's the two reasons. Spiritual? Wait, this is spiritual. Spiritual, I think, and the magical fly side. And whatever side you choose is perfectly fine. But see, my question to people when they ask me, why should I lucid dream? I always wonder, why shouldn't you? You do things you can't do in real life. You talk to people you can't do in real life. You can literally live out any dream you want. You're sleeping. It's not like you're wasting time. You're not doing anything that inhibits your daily life. It's not a negative thing in any way. It can actually help better you as a person. I don't really see the point of not doing it. I find it a very fascinating thing to lucid dream. That's just the idea of the reality your brain can create. The images, everything, the taste and smells, and when you do lucid dream, you realize reality is a funny thing. So that's basically lucid dreaming in a nutshell. I'm not going to make this a 20-minute long video, so this is just basic overview of lucid dreaming. I hope it helped you guys. And I'll be doing other videos about this, such as reality checks, and W.I.L.D, which is a method of lucid dreaming, D.E.I.L.D, which is a method I use, M.I.L.D, which is a method I've accidentally used like once, I think. The sleep paralysis. What else? If you're interested in experiences I've had in lucid dreaming, like, some lucid dreams I have, you want to know what I see and feel and how I make them stable and what I do, like, give you an actual tale of one of my lucid dreams, like one of my recent ones, I can do that. I'm not sure if you're interested, but if you are, I mean, I can recite a lucid dream I had and kind of give you ideas of what can happen. So that's basically lucid dreaming, and I'll go into other videos later. So thank you for watching. Leave any questions, like what video do you want to see first? Do you have any questions about lucid dreaming? Just let me know. I'll go into the layers of lucid dreaming and everything. So just leave a comment below on what you want discussed first. Reality checks, the layers of lucid dreaming, if lucid dreaming is scary or not, methods to lucid dream, and my lucid dreaming experiences. That's just some of them. Like, which one do you want to see? Let me know. And remember, guys, why wouldn't you lucid dream?